Crystal Baez. Crystal, what's your date of birth?
2983.
Crystal, you are here on one count of DUI with a person under 18 in the vehicle at the time, and 2 counts of neglect without great bodily harm. You'll have a chance in a moment. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll point to PD. State any history.
Let's see, there's a DUI in 2009 in the state of New York. Let's see. Looking locally here. There's a false information on a hit skip in 2012. Battery on in 2012, a domestic battery. And that's all I can find right now.
Okay.
Oh, and a grand theft auto. I apologize.
Ma'am, it looks like I have an address for you in Lakeland. Is that where you live?
No,
Where
I live here in Brooksville.
Okay, what's your address here?
It's 24490 Duffield Road.
All right, how long have you been there?
30 days. I just moved from Lake County here.
Okay.
I'm about to move into my new home.
Okay. And do you have a job here?
I was stay-at-home mom for my twins who were in the vehicle with me yesterday. Can I tell you something? The reason why...
Okay, hang on one second. Listen. I will let you speak because, this is America and all, but I also will warn you that if you talk about what happened yesterday, what you say may not be helpful to you. And the lawyers who are sitting in this room for the state will be writing it down, and if you say something that is not helpful for you, they will use it against you. What we're talking about is your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It's the most important right that you have right now. But if you want to give it away willy-nilly and start talking about what happened last night, I'm not going to stop you. I just want to make sure you understand how important it is, that right, and that if it should not be waived lightly. But if you got something you think matters to me, because all I'm doing now is setting your bond, I'm not going to stop you from saying it. So with that, you still have something you want to say?
Yes, I do.
What's that?
I would have never been in my vehicle because at the point in time when the officer pulled up, I wasn't driving. My car was pulled to the side due to the fact I had no gas. I ran out of gas. And the reason why I was in the car with my children because prior to getting there, I had a big fight where I was pushed through a window.
Okay, stop. I'm going to stop you now because, see, the reason I tell you that is like I said, because you might not understand that what you're saying is not helpful. And clearly, you don't understand the law of driving under the influence in the state of Florida, which is not what you think it is, so you shouldn't say anything else, okay? All right, and then, let's see.
Can we lower the bond?
Well, I was trying to get to that before you incriminated yourself. Let's see. On the, On the DUI, I'm going to leave it at $2,500. On the other 2 counts, I'll set those at $2,000 each. That becomes a total of $6,500. These cases will be back in court on the 24th of June. Very important that you contact the public defender's office when you get out, okay? Thank you. Is there something else specifically you're here for, Joe?
No, just that.
All right, awesome. You bet.
You have any excuses?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Mary Donlan. Ms. Donlan, what's your date of birth?
January 29th, 1962.
Ms. Donlan, you have one charge of trespass. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself and hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
I would like to ask something, Your Honor. I'm not sure how this goes. My daughter is a lawyer. My son's a police officer, but I wanted to ask for it to be dropped because I didn't trespass.
Okay, well, okay, see, here we are talking about the facts again. I can't drop the case. All I can do is set reasonable conditions of bond.
Understood. Could I get could I get ROR?
Yeah, see, this is the whole purpose of me going through what I'm going through. It might surprise you to know, because I look so young, that I've done thousands and thousands of these. Okay, literally tens of thousands of first appearances. Hang on. So I know what I'm doing. So if you will just answer my questions, we'll get right through this. And the whole point of all of this conversation is to see if I can reduce your bond. Okay? All right. So you want the public defender?
Yes.
There we go. I'll appoint the public defender. Stay with me. Tell me.
Your Honor, in April of 2018, she had a driving on a suspended license. In 2017, she failed to appear. In 2007, she had another failure to appear. 2006, a driving on a suspended license. 2007, another failure to appear on a petty theft. 2007, false ID to law enforcement. That's the Florida record.
Okay.
Then we get into Illinois in 1997. We had a forgery. And then we get into...
Now we're back in the 90s.
But we skip back up to the more recent. I'm just going in order, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm in there over 30 years.
Wisconsin, in 2007, operating a vehicle without consent. Essentially, it looks like a lesser form of grand theft auto.
Right.
2010, a violation of probation.
I take a level 2.
Hang on.
2010, resisting an officer without violence.
Okay, I'm good. Mary, where have you been staying lately?
Okay, I have surgery scheduled for Friday. I stay in Spring Hill with my friend Gloria. She's going to be taking care of me with surgery.
What's Gloria's address?
I have it written down in my property. Officer, I've been through so much trauma, and I just got there. I don't know her address by heart.
Where do you think you're having surgery?
I don't know, it's at, I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's out of town.
Okay, I see that, because you've been trespassed from Bayfront, Brooksville, and Oak Hill, so.
Yeah, and I really don't care, officer, because I brought some people down, and anyway, I don't care.
Okay, well, I'm paid to care, I care. I can't ROR you, Mary. I'm going to set your bond at the $500. That's $100 through a bondsman. You'll be back in court on the 19th of June in front of me. So give Gloria a call, see if she'll come bond you out, and if you get out, go see the public defender right away, okay?
Yeah, I'm over here. My friend owns a bail bondsman. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Where was I? Dorothy Lee. Afternoon, Miss Lee. What's your date of birth?
1/27/83.
All right, Miss Lee, I have a warrant for you out of Hillsborough County. Judge down there thinks that you failed to appear on a charge of possession of controlled substance, and that judge further set your bond at no bond. I can't change that. We're going to let the good folks in Hillsborough County know that you're here and ready to go. I will give them 5 days to come get you. It shouldn't take 5 days with Hillsborough, but if for some strange reason you're still here in 5 days, they'll bring you back to see me, and we'll find out what the holdup is, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Melissa Patlin. Miss Patlin, what's your date of birth?
7/15/75.
Ms. Patlin, you are here on a warrant that was signed by Judge Rupi. She found probable cause for a violation of probation. The folks at probation are recommending that we terminate that probation and have you do 30 days in the county jail. Is that still the rec, Ms. Nettie?
Yes, it is.
You can accept that this afternoon if you wish. I would give you credit for whatever time that you already have in.
I accept it.
Pardon me?
I accept it.
Very good. You understand by entering an admission to a violation of probation, you give up the right to have a trial to the court, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to have a lawyer represent you, but you want to give up those rights so that we can resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hang on one second. Then in case number 183270MM, do you admit that you violated your probation?
Yes.
Accept the admission, find is freely and voluntarily made, revoke and terminate that probation unsuccessfully, adjudicate you guilty of the underlying charges. If that was not done before, I will sentence you to 30 days in the county jail. Looks like you had some time on the front end, so on that 30, I'm going to give you credit for 6 served. That's going to leave you with about 19 left to do, okay?
Okay.
There'll be $100 for the state attorney's office and your cost of incarceration, but that takes care of it, Melissa. You just need to finish the time, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
You bet. Rachel Smith. Afternoon, Ms. Smith. What's your date of birth?
3187.
Ms. Smith, you're here on a warrant that was signed by Judge Toner. He found probable cause for violation of probation. As to that charge, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD. Bond on that warrant is no bond. I can't change that. I'm going to send you back to see Judge Toner on the 21st of June, however. I think they told you the 24th. The right date will be the 21st. PD will come see you before then, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Michael Anacaro.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
January 15th, 1970.
All right. Sir, the charge is violation of an injunction. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to recommend ROR. The reason I...
You know, I'm having a hell of a time getting people to answer my questions today. And I've been through this 3 times, and you step up to the podium like you weren't even there. I've done thousands of these. Answer my questions. We'll get there, okay?
Yes, Your
Do
Honor.
you want the public defender? no.
No, sir.
Hey, all right. You going to represent yourself?
No, sir.
You're going to hire private counsel?
I'm going to try to, yes, sir.
Awesome. Very good. State, do you have any criminal history?
I do, Your Honor. In 2018, he had a driving on a suspended license. It looks like he was released from DOC in 2008 for possession of cocaine. He violated his probation on that, also on a felony driving on a suspended license. 2007 violation of probation. 2005, 2004 failures to appear. And lots going back. There's also some out-of-state history from New York, 1990, 94, 97,
Okay.
2002. And, Your Honor, we are asking that as a condition, there is a 2015 aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle, I'm sorry. We are asking as a condition of his bond that he be placed on a GPS monitor.
Because?
There is concern that he is going to continue to violate his injunction as based on the facts of this case, and there's also other investigations that are going on.
Okay. All right, and so I have an address for you on Falkirk Lane in Spring Hill on the Pasco side. Is that where you live?
No, sir. Jordan Street in Spring Hill.
Okay.
I got the stay away order for Lester Lane.
Okay. So you have what's the address where you live now?
I don't remember the number, but it's Jordan Street in Spring Hill.
Okay. You have a job these days?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I'm security at the View, Gentlemen's Club.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set your bond at $1,000. Condition of the bond is that you have no contact with Karen Schwab. No contact means no contact of any kind. You don't call, you don't write, you don't email, you don't text message. You don't contact her through any social media. You don't go where she lives. You don't go where she works. You don't have a third person contact her. No contact means no contact of any kind, any way that you might imagine contacting her. I forbid you to do that. If you have contact and we find out about it, you will be in jail without bond. It means no contact even if she should change her mind and decide that she wants the contact. So if you answer your phone and hear her voice, you should hang up. If you're out and about and see her, you should turn around and run the other way. It You need to understand that she cannot drop the charges against you. That's not a decision she will be allowed to make. It's conceivable that you might go to the state attorney's office and beg them to drop the charges, tell them she doesn't want to pursue this anymore. But that decision belongs solely to the assistant state attorney handling your case. So unless that person or your attorney or the judge on your case, which will be me, tells you the charges are dropped, you should assume they are not dropped and you should not have contact. In addition, I will require that if you do bond out, that you be subject to GPS monitoring at your expense. I'll have you back in court on the 19th of June. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. Jeffrey Brahoni.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Afternoon, Jeffrey. What's your date of birth?
052187.
Jeffrey, the charge is trespass. There's probable cause for that charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Or would you like the public defender?
Public defender, please.
I'll appoint the public defender. State, what can you tell me?
2018, possession of a synthetic cannabinoid. In 2014, it looks like we have a violation of injunction, a violation of probation for that violation of injunction. 2014, a trespass. 2014, sale or manufacturing or possession with intent of controlled substance. 2010, a violation of probation. 2009, looks like cultivation of cannabis. And then 2006, violation of probation on a 2005 case of battery.
Okay. Jeffrey, where have you been staying lately? You been staying with somebody or staying outdoors? What are you doing?
I bounce around from outdoors and with a few friends and my family.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
I was starting one, supposed to be starting on Monday.
What were you going to start doing?
Sign holding.
Okay. Do you do like with roller skates, like that lady at Mariner and Northcliffe, or Mariner and 50?
If they want me to, I will.
There you go. All right, Jeffrey, I'm going to leave it 500. I'll leave it at 500. I'm going to have you back in court on the 19th of June. If you get out, you should contact the public defender. If you can't get out, they're going to come see you, okay?
Is there a way I can go ahead and resolve this today?
30 days.
30 days in the county jail if you want to take it.
I guess RR is not available, huh?
Nah, you got a lot of history there, and there's FTAs, so 500 basically is the lowest bond you can get. So
I understand. All right, I guess I'll take the 30 days.
well, you don't have to. You got to be pretty certain that you want the 30 days if you want me to take the plea. So you got to sound convinced. Can you sound convinced?
I'll take the 30 days,
All
sir.
right. Sir, you understand by entering a plea today, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, the right to have a lawyer represent you, but you want to give up those rights so we can take care of this today?
Yes, sir.
I'll unappoint the public defender. As to the charge then of trespass, how do you wish to plead? You can plead no contest.
No
I
contest.
accept that plea, find it was freely and voluntarily made, adjudicate you guilty of the charge, sentence you to 30 days in the county jail, credit 2 days served, fine and court cost is $553, and your cost of incarceration, but that takes care of it, Jeff. You just need to finish the time, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Mark Fanstock? Afternoon, Mark. What's your date of birth?
8/24/74.
All right. The charge is trespass. There's probable cause. Just state, would this be the same offer? Same.
It would be.
Mark, you want to take the 30 days or you want to talk about bond?
Talk about bond.
All right. There's probable cause for the charge. Yes to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender,
I'll
please.
appoint the PD state.
In Florida, we have 2018 petty theft, 2010 violation of probation on a dealing in stolen property, 2003 failure to appear, 2002 violation of probation. Then moving on to out of state, we have history out of Pennsylvania. In the most recent is actually from March of this year. Looks like they may still be open. I can't tell. It looks like a violation, like a drug charge of some sort,
Okay.
as well as a theft.
Okay. Mark, where you been staying lately?
With my brother.
And where does your brother live?
10178 Dunkirk Road.
Okay. How long have you been there?
About a year.
Do you have a job these days?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay. So Mark, my inclination is going to be to leave your bond at the $500. You can still take the 30 days. You want the $500? You want to take 30 days now?
I'll take the $500.
Very good. Bond's $500. You'll be back in front of me on June 19th. When you get out, make sure you contact the public defender right away, okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Carlos, you're there? Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
5778.
Carlos, I have two issues today. First, I have a possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia. Then we have a warrant for you out of Hillsborough County for a violation of probation. As to the local charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I'm going to appoint the public defender. Okay. And state, what's his history like?
Your Honor, 2018, he had this is September, possession of a synthetic, I'm having trouble with that word today, cannabinoid, and a no valid driver's license. He was just released from prison in June of 2018.
Okay, we're good then. All right, so Carlos, I'm going to leave your bonds on the local charges per the schedule, which is $2,000 on the possession of controlled substance, $1,000 on the paraphernalia. That case is coming back June 24th. The bond on the warrant out of Hillsborough is no bond. So how this will work is that if you post a bond on the local charges, then they would contact Hillsborough County and have them come get you on your Hillsborough case. If you don't post a bond on the local charges, then you're going to stay here in Hernando County until those charges are resolved, and then you'll go to Hillsborough, all right?
All right.
Very good. Dylan Ligatvari.
Morning, Your Honor.
Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
9/5/2000.
And Dylan, you're here on two charges: possession of marijuana, possession of paraphernalia. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender, Your Honor.
I'll appoint the PD, State.
No prior record, Your Honor.
And Dylan, I have an address for you on Kendall Heath Way in Land O'Lakes. Is that where you live?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you been there?
About 2 to 3 months.
All right. And do you have a job these days?
Yes, I have 2 jobs.
What do you do?
Construction during the week, and on the weekends I detail coaches.
Okay.
So, RVs.
Right. All right. I'm going to release you on your own cognizance, Dylan, so they're going to let you out today. You're going to be back in front of me on June 19th. Very important that you contact the public defender's office when you get out, okay?
All right, thank you so much, Your Honor.
You bet. James Lilly. Afternoon, James. What's your date of birth?
1/28/79.
James, I have 2 warrants for you. The first one was signed by Judge Toner. Apparently you failed to appear in his court on 3 charges: possession of controlled substance, possession of paraphernalia, possession of medicinal drug without a prescription, and another warrant signed by Judge Rupi. Apparently you failed to appear in her court on a charge of driving on a suspended license. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender.
I'm going to appoint the public defender. I can't change the warrants on the amounts on Judge Toner's warrants. So he set those at $8,000, $2,000, and $2,000 respectively, for a total of $12,000 on that case. I am going to change the date. I'll have you back in front of Judge Toner on the 21st. They may have told you the 24th. The right date is the 21st. As for Judge Rupi's warrant, also going to leave the bond at $2,000 on that. Appoint the public defender. That case is coming back on the 19th of June. If you're able to bond out, of course, it's very important that you contact the public defender. If you can't bond out, they will come see you about your cases before you go to court in both instances, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Ryland Wagner. Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
11/8/1997, Your Honor.
All right. You're also here on a warrant signed by Judge Rupi. Apparently you failed to appear in her court on a charge of petty theft. As to that charge, you're going to represent yourself. You're going to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Is there a way that I can resolve it today, Your Honor?
I don't know.
I didn't bring my information.
No, she doesn't have enough information on this one, Ryland, so we can't do it today, sorry.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you want the public defender?
Yes, please.
And again, this is a fail to appear warrant. Judge Rupi has set your bond at $2,000. I will leave it there. Have you back on the 19th of June. If you bond out, it's very important that you see the public defender before you come to court, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael Wazalowski. Afternoon, Michael. What's your date of birth?
1/14/94, sir.
Michael, you're hearing a warrant out of Pasco County. The judge has signed the warrant, found probable cause for a violation of probation, and set your bond at no bond. I can't change that. We'll let the good folks in Pasco County know that you are here and ready to go. They'll have 5 days to come get you. It never takes 5 with Pasco. But if for some strange reason you are still here in 5 days, they'll bring you back to see me, and I'll find out what the holdup is, all right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Thank you. Jill, that all you got for me?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.